Hey guys, this is MadeOfMassa21 and finally I decided to edit this video for Die Rise round 119 that I played actually more than 1 month ago, and today it's pretty cold even though it's April, so why should I go outside when I can edit this video finally? So I took the opportunity, and today we're gonna be talking about the strategy on Die Rise. What I did, I need to mention that this was before the patch for some of the guys that came across my channel and never seen this before. So that's why I have submachine gun out, and the zombies are still exploding and chain reaction is still going. There are a couple good spots here on this map which you could use as a strategy, but eventually you would have to come here and use this place as a strategy. And the main reason for that is because this place provides you a lot of space, and the zombies are coming pretty much from everywhere, and makes it easier to get these chain reaction going, which are really essential in higher rounds, because you will be lacking out of ammo, and therefore you would have to switch your sliquifier almost every round, and you don't really want to waste your time in this map, do you? So I think it's good to use this spot right from the beginning, because it's not really good in zombies to change the strategy. You pretty much want to do the same thing from the start to the end, because you don't know what to expect when you're in the new place and you never trained there before, or you don't have any experience, you know? Or even if you have experience and you're not used to that at that particular moment when you're playing. So that's why I recommend using the single strategy the whole game. Of course, you're gonna have to do something else to get points at the beginning, get perks and get you set up. But after you get set up, after the spawn speed gets normal, which is on most of the map after round 50, so that's why I recommend staying here. I have quite a lot of time in this commentary, can see still around 11 minutes left on the gameplay. So in this video I'll show you how to run this spot easier, and what to do in certain situations. Now, not all the things that I say will apply to the current version, because in the current version you have to have the sliquifier out in order to chain, but in this game that I played before, it was possible to get the chain reaction going, and you didn't have to have the sliquifier out all the time in order to chain, so it was a little bit easier. So that's why I chose the submachine gun Chicom CQB, because that is the fastest gun to run with, and also it makes it easier to dodge zombies and escape dangerous situations. So that's why the gun was very valuable for me in this game, and also provides ammo for insta-kill, so you can eliminate zombies even during insta-kill. The next question that you might have is why I didn't pack-a-punch it. Well, I was trying in this game to go for a world record, which was round 122, and I know the people that got there, they got G-spawned or they got some sort of script error, and I wanted to prevent it, so I didn't buy any wall weapon, and I didn't want it to pack-a-punch, because I know it takes more memory if you should pack-a-punch bullets than the normal ones. At least that's my theory. I don't have it 100% confirmed, but that's what I think. For some of you guys out there, this spot looks pretty easy, but you don't know what you're talking about unless you try this. There is many times where you can get red screened, and you know, one death can cause you game over screen, because you usually have a who's who perk in this, because it's the pain in the ass to rebuy all the perks. Because in order to do that, you would have to do a one loop around the map, which usually takes around 3 minutes, and you're in the big danger while trying to do that. So that's why who's who is kind of risky in this game, but most of the time it helps. But as you will see later on in this game, that's why I actually got game over screen. So it's really up to you if you buy who's who or not. Depends on your experiences, on how you feel about it. So how exactly do you run this area? Well, you need to be careful, and you should try not to get pushed too much in the back by zombies. So that's why you usually have to stay really close to them, to kind of keep pushing them from the places that they come from the spawns. And also another reason why you need to stay close is because you need to get the chain reaction going. Later on you're not gonna have that much ammo to afford not to chain. I mean, of course it is possible to play this map also without chaining, but it makes it really slow and it's not so fun in my opinion. But if you don't feel like you can chain safely, then I recommend you not to do it. You guys should do what you're comfortable with. This is just what I do. You don't have to do the exact same thing if you don't feel like it. Another thing about running that area that is important is that you shouldn't go between the zombies. Always go around them, never go between them, because you can get stuck between the two, and that could cause you a one down, which wouldn't be very good. But of course there are some situations where you have no choice but to go between them, but if you do, be careful. Basically what I do there is just running from one side to the other, and you don't want to do the circles in there because you would have to come between the zombies, and I told you guys that's not a very safe way. So all you have to do is just do cutbacks from one side to the other, and it should work quite well. And the last thing that you want in this map to get the red screen, because it can be very dangerous. One more hit and you're gonna go down. And then the last thing you can do is pray that who's who spawn is gonna get you in the right place. Also, what I noticed is that a lot of people are asking why I don't have 6 perks or more than 4, and I actually tell you the reason right now. So of course you need Juggernaut, who's who, quick revive, and speed cola would be the 4th one, because double tap you would waste more ammo on insta kill. Don't really want to do that. And in case of mule kick, if you lose that perk, you could lose one of your weapons, and that one could be sliquifier. So it's not a good choice either. But the main reason why you don't want to have 6 perks when trying for high round is because when you go down, you have already 5 slots in there after you revive yourself, and you cannot get the who's who perk back until the next bonus round. Or the next option would be to kill yourself, but you don't really want to lose quick revives and get more downs, do you? Obviously the weapon of choice that does all the work for you is sliquifier. Unfortunately you cannot pack-a-punch it, but it still provides a lot of ammo, and it should last you very long time. And then remember, when you're low on ammo and you know it's not gonna be a max ammo next round or the special round, you should go to the box at the end of the round to switch it, get a new one, because you don't really want to use the box during the round because it's extremely dangerous. All the places are tight, and having 24 zombies on your back in these close quarters, it's not so good. As I said earlier, maintain the chain reaction as long as possible. With good chain you can kill more than 200, maybe 300 zombies. I think my longest chain was like 300 zombies with 1 bullet, which is pretty good, I think. And it just shows how powerful this gun is if you use it wisely. Be careful where you shoot this thing, because it leaves liquid on the floor, and the zombies sleep on it, so you don't really want to shoot it in the middle of the room or at the edges in the back of the room, because then the zombies will sleep on it, and they will get you stuck. So always choose the right place. Probably really good places are in the front where the zombies are coming from, and also in that elevator shaft. If you shoot the sliquifier there, it's also very good, because the zombies are usually coming straight from the elevator after you kill them, and that will eliminate them immediately. Now I think you should also get the Trample steam if you can. I usually build it really late, because in case I die earlier, I wouldn't have to sacrifice like 10 more minutes building this thing, because you always have to wait for these elevators, and it's sometimes really annoying. So I build it like around round 80 or 90, depending how I feel. And Trample steam won't help you that much, but at least it's good for killing the last couple zombies at the end of the round. I suggest you to have a key in your inventory just in case you would need to call the elevator right away. especially if you accidentally die and you lose all your perks. Then it will help you a lot if you want to call the elevator with Juggernaut quicker. Okay, what about the power-ups? Well, I don't really grab too many power-ups on this map because you don't really want to take nuke if you have the chain reaction going. But if the chain reaction stops and you still see that nuke, I suggest you to pick it up, but it would be waste of ammo if you have a good chain and you would grab the nuke. Don't really want to grab carpenters because it slows the game down, but maybe once in a while I would grab it just to repair all the windows around the map if you would have to run with who's who so they wouldn't spawn right in front of you. Don't really have to worry about double points, it's not needed. For insta-kill, I would always take it, but I would usually kill the zombies that are just respawning and not kill the zombies that are coming in your chain reaction that would stop your chain, and it would be a waste of ammo. Nevertheless, you should keep in mind when you had your last max ammo and when these bonus rounds are gonna be, so you will have a feeling when is a good time to switch your sliquifier. If you get red screen while running this spot, you can also throw monkey. In case you die, you would have a couple seconds to recover and to know where to go after you respawn with who's who perk. But sometimes it's not good to throw monkey, because if you still have a chain reaction going, the monkey could create even more chain and they would all be respawning while in who's who, and that could be very dangerous. In case you throw monkey while you're red screened, you should always throw it in the corner of the room. That way you would prevent in further chaining reactions. When you start playing this map, you should get 2 permanent perks. Permanent jock, which wouldn't be that necessary, because if you die once, then you lose it, and you can only take 5 hits after that. But it's a nice extra if you keep yourself alive the whole game. The next thing that would help a lot is permanent quick revive. When you're in who's who, you could revive yourself faster that way, and that will make it a lot easier, because you don't have to do 360 revives that much, and don't have to worry about getting hit from the back. The way who's who perk works is that it will always spawn you nearby the place where you died, so you could revive yourself. But some of the spawns are ridiculous. It can spawn you at the edge of the building. I think who's who never check if there are zombies nearby, so it could spawn you in front of the zombies. So you have to be really careful about that, and maybe that monkey before you die is a good thing. You don't always have to revive yourself when you're in who's who. Sometimes it's easier to run away and survive 45 seconds in who's who if you have quick revive, and then what will happen is that the ghost will automatically teleport back in your body and you'll lose both quick revive and who's who, so you just have to revive them and then you're good to go again. If you're struggling to get to 100, don't worry, it's just about the patience and about some practice. You'll eventually get it if you try it enough. And I know the game mechanics changed in the last patch, so I actually got 100 plus also with the new patch, so I will do the update video on the strategy and everything later on. And that's about it, guys, so thanks a lot for watching. Enjoy this unfortunate ending that I had, and I'll see you later. Bye.